The Social Universe, where you learn the secrets of the social media through the social universe, and in many cases you learn the secrets of the universe itself. And one of the secrets of the universe is giving, whether you call it karma, whether you call it the golden rule, whatever you want to call it. Giving definitely not only gives you a good feeling back immediately, but it also creates good blessings in your life. And I'm a firm believer in that, whether or not you believe in religion of any formal degree. I really believe that when you do good things in life, for whatever reason, they all come back to you. And so we are joined today by Michelle Davidson, who is the Public Relations Director for UMOM New Day Centers. I keep stumbling on that. UMOM New Day Centers. And they are a shelter for homeless women and their families, and also a place for them to have rehabilitation of many kinds, whether that be education, just getting back on their feet, knowing that somebody is there for them, whatever the case might be. And we wanted to remind everyone that we film our talk shows on the radio, and we put them up on YouTube. So if you have missed any part of this, or you want to get to know Michelle a little bit before you meet her, then go on YouTube at Social Universe. Just type in Social Universe and you'll find many of our talk show YouTube videos up there. And you can also put in the keywords Voice America Social Universe and you will find us as well. And for this show, you put in Voice America Social Universe UMOM New Day Centers and you will find this particular show. So YouTube is a good way to get the message out. And as we've talked about before, many times you can edit a video when, if any of you are out there doing PR and you find yourself in a public setting and public radio, or if you are in traditional media of some kind or another, especially if you can film it, then you can actually divide it. Each question that I ask can be divided into a separate video and then be sent out as an educational promotion of your program. But Michelle's done a great job on her own with UMOM New Day Centers. Tell us a little bit about what you've done with cause campaigns with Facebook and how somebody could reach you there, and some of the things you find that have worked and haven't worked utilizing the social media.
Sure. Well, when I came in, I've been there for about 1.5 years now, and one of the goals for the position was to really kind of raise UMOM's visibility as an agency on social media, kind of get us in the game, so to speak. And it was a perfect fit because that's really within my skill set, my comfort level. I've been doing website design and working around internet media for about 10 years. So I immediately kind of started beefing up our Facebook page. I share probably at least 2 to 3 items a day on Facebook, and I don't use any prescribed schedule. I pretty much go with, when it works for us and when it happens, although I do find that sharing things in the evenings, as much as, I'm crazed with my own personal life in the evenings, we do get a lot of traction on things that are shared because that's when people tend to be online. So I do try to think about that when I'm sharing something, and if something happens in the evening, I respond immediately. So that our supporters on Facebook know that we're there and we're responsive. The first goal was really to kind of beef up our supporters, increase your likes, but then also to make sure that we were gaining some traction in terms of using social media to help fundraise and to get the word out, and that's where Causes really comes in. I created our first Causes campaign for our Walk for Homeless Families, which is an annual event that we have every fall. It's kind of a peer-to-peer fundraising event, much like a lot of the other walk, ride, run, events. So we ask registrants not only to register, but to also collect donations from their friends. And so we've done that successfully through the Causes network. It's really easy. People don't have to worry about importing their email address book, other things that can make some other peer-to-peer fundraising a little bit more time-consuming for donors.
Sure.
The Facebook, that's why we like Causes, because it's simple, it's click, share, you can select which friends you want to talk to, and you can see your progress. The other thing that we've had some success, me personally and the agency, is doing the birthday wish.
Sure.
through causes. So having people celebrate their birthday, and instead of asking for gifts or, for you to come to a party and buy an expensive dinner, you would give an amount. I've always done it in the amount of my age.
Okay.
So I would suggest, a $35 contribution, for example. And
For me, it'd be much more substantial.
well, that's great. That you raise the money that much faster. But
you let me in there.
It's a great way for your friends to feel like they're supporting you and supporting a great cause. And at the end of the day, this past year I raised over $1,000 for you, Mom. Just from my generous friends, and
you have generous friends.
We've had a lot of success with asking our board members to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of am always the guinea pig, right? and once I can show them, like, look, it's not hard. It's been really successful as well. And then we always have a cause campaign just for you, Mom itself. And then we created, this year we did it, a separate campaign for our annual campaign, which is kind of our annual fundraising drive that our board really kind of undertakes. So we allowed people on our board to fundraise through Facebook causes and have those donations count towards their annual campaign. So there's lots of different ways for people to be able to utilize, I think, those apps and really be able to interact with donors. As the administrator of UMom's page, I get notified whenever anyone creates a new wish or cause. So I'm always making sure that I'm supporting them, making sure they have the info that they need to go ahead and run with their, that's the goal, right, is to have them be fundraising in their own network, introducing UMom to people who may not know about it.
Now, what about the mechanics of a cause campaign? Essentially, if you're a 501c3 nonprofit, you can go in and get registered with Facebook.
That's
and
right.
Then you are part of the organization. They verify you and
Yes.
make sure that you're real.
Yes.
And then now somebody can click, just like e-commerce and any type of in-basket or whatever, they can click in there and donate $10, like you said, $35, whatever the case might be. So watch for that. Can you give your specific, if they wanted to donate and try that out, if you never
Sure.
donated before?
Sure. If you go to UMom's, so Facebook.com, UMom New Day Centers, no spaces. That's our Facebook page, and one of our apps on the new timeline, the box is kind of right below our cover photo. You'll see causes. It's a green box, and if you click on that, then you'll go to our causes page, and you can either make a donation, you can create your own campaign for UMom, you can create a birthday wish. All of that is kind of right there.
Absolutely, including if you're a business owner. Now, is there some, since you're the PR director, I'm going to put you on the spot. If a business decides to team up with you to raise funds, what are their rights or abilities without overstepping to be able to say we raise such and such, or
Sure.
what's the kind of the give back to the business once they raise the money? For
Of course. So we ask businesses or other organizations who want to do what we call third-party fundraising, whether that's collecting towels or sheets for our families, or, for example, we've had restaurants that will give 20% of the profit from one particular evening to us. We have a simple third-party agreement form that's available on our website, and we ask people to just fill that out. We look over it. That way we know what's going on. And then, we will, of course, work with them, in terms of Facebook. Recently, Bueno Burger, which is a local...
I love that. Anybody who hasn't gone, you should try Bueno Burger.
They donated...
I think is my favorite one.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
They donated a portion of their proceeds from one night to us, and they put our logo on the table tents, and we talked about it on Facebook. We've done the same thing with Oregano's. They do some nonprofits. Hula Modern Tiki down in Central Phoenix has done, they call it Mahalo Mondays, and they give a certain amount. So yeah, we absolutely want and appreciate all of that sort of support, and we're able and willing. I'm there as a way to help the company get the word out about what they're doing. as I was telling you during the break, today Bank of America donated, the local, kind of community relations department here in Phoenix did a school supply drive for us, and so when they were there unloading those boxes, I was right there taking pictures and putting it up on Facebook and talking about how great Bank of America is.
Great.
So it doesn't matter, whether you're a small, mom and pop company that wants to help, or, Bank of America, we will give you the same amount of attention and appreciation, because everybody has something that they can do to help, and we want to make sure that they're acknowledged.
I know you have to run after the segment, but I do have an organization of about 2,000 businesses that may, they have a give back program.
Oh, wonderful.
I'll call you at a later time, and we'll talk more about it.
I would love that.
Okay, great. And anybody else who's interested in that, if you have a nonprofit or know somebody who would like to get involved, feel free to call me at 480-296-1776. Definitely, you've done a pretty comprehensive job out there. Obviously, the best way to enhance the work that Michelle has done already is to give us your contact information.
It's umom.org, umom.org. Please visit today.
Excellent. And then all the other contact information will go from there, and I advocate that you do go on and donate. It's a wonderful cause. Thank you, Michelle, for coming on the show.
Thank you so much, Kurt, for having me.
You're very welcome. And after the break, we're going to talk a little bit more about Beeka and some other technology that has been evolving. We'll tune in right after the break.